I don't care who you are. I don't know you once you step in that cage. You step in that cage, this is my territory, homie. Let's get it.
Oh, my, come out swinging. Oh, my, unbelievable start. Oh, Diego's all over him.
Diego Sanchez is never, ever in a boring fight. This kid is in your face nonstop, and he never gets tired.
The more energy I expend, the more energy I receive. What's BJ's biggest weakness? It's his conditioning. And you think that 2 camps is gonna get you ready for a guy with a never-ending gas tank?
Everybody wants to question my gas, question my cardio. Sean Church, does he have cardio? Kenny Florian, does he have cardio?
BJ Penn looking to remain the champion. It is all over. BJ Penn has defeated Kenny Florian.
BJ wants to go down in history as the greatest mixed martial arts fighter that's ever lived. If BJ Penn comes in 100% focused, BJ Penn is the scariest man at 155 pounds in the world.
I will prove to the world that I am the best at 155. There's no doubt in my mind.
Gets wrecked by the head kick.
He's had his time, and it's been a damn long time me waiting.
He always talks about he's gonna run across, he's gonna do this, he's gonna go right after you. Well, that's exactly what he's gonna see. When was the last time somebody went right after Diego Sanchez?
You better be pretty quick, because I'm gonna race you to the center of that ring, player. Let's go to war. That's what we do this for.
Let's go. I'm ready for a war. Let's go, Diego. I'm ready for a war.
There it goes. He had everybody at the weigh-ins chanting, yes.
People at my comedy show last night were chanting yes. This Diego Sanchez yes thing. There's a thing online that someone has made, an animated file, where you can see people in the audience going, WTF? And he's yelling, yes, yes. Spit's coming out of his mouth. No one's more intense than this guy. And he beats anybody in a mean face contest.
No question, meanest face in MMA history. Turns 28 on the 31st. BJ Penn turns 31 on Sunday. This is my time, is what Diego Sanchez says. With Salo Rivero, his new training team in San Diego. Long history in Albuquerque with Greg Jackson. Last few years in San Diego. Last few fights at 155. And he has the hugest opportunity of his life here tonight.
Well, the jiu-jitsu training that he's receiving right now is as good as you can get in the world. Salo Rivero, Jande Rivero, 2 multiple-time Brazilian jiu-jitsu world champions are instructing him. He went through a rigorous strength and conditioning program under Steve Maxwell. I mean, he's in the best shape of his life, focused and ready to do what he thinks is his destiny tonight.
This is the first time he will compete for a UFC title. This is the first fight he goes into scheduled for 5-minute rounds. But Diego Sanchez has an opportunity tonight to add his name to the list of Forrest Griffin and Rashad Evans, Michael Bisping as Ultimate Fighter winners to become UFC champions.
Well, he looks in phenomenal shape, Mike, and his body he's really in the perfect shape right now for 55. When we first saw him in the Joe Stevenson fight, he looked too drawn and dehydrated at the weigh-ins. Tonight, he looks filled. He looks like he's in perfect shape. He's really acclimated to this lightweight class.
Diego Nightmare Sanchez.
You got your sunglasses. You got your Citizen G.
First UFC title fight for Sanchez. His opponent, the prodigy, BJ Penn, set to enter the octagon for his 8th UFC championship fight. He is the prodigy.
We take it over, we take it back. Kanakamali, are you ready? Attack! We take it over, we take it back. Kanakamali, are you ready? Attack! Nobody ready, ready for the riot. Day and night, I hear these voices in my head, and I just can't keep on quiet. Unifying, AJ so screaming, warriors marching, and I wish that I was dreaming, but I'm not. Ready to make your blood drop, for I got the buckshot, flat on your high stop. Wait, hold up, wake him up. I said wake him up. I ain't done with him yet.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the most gifted men, physically gifted men, and talented to ever compete in mixed martial arts. If you don't know his history, this is a man who won the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships after training for 3 years. That is just insane, and one of the most amazing accomplishments ever in sport Jiu-Jitsu.
No question that he is one of MMA's elite. And he wants to be the most elite fighter in the history of the sport. He said, all right, I've won some titles. I've defended a few times at 55. Now it's about my legacy. Now it's about being the best ever, the most elite mixed martial artist in the history of the sport.
And I personally think that the losses that BJ Penn has suffered over his career, that's what's really made him grow. That's what's really forced him. He said the loss at GSP is what made him go to Marmarinovich and enter into a very serious strength and conditioning program for the first time in his career. Have his whole camp revamped. Change how he eats. Change how he rests. Change everything about his act. And now here he is tonight in the best shape of his life with the toughest test in his lightweight career.
The kid from Hilo, Hawaii. Baby J, the prodigy. BJ Penn. Set to take on Diego Sanchez for the UFC Lightweight Championship. Our tale of the tape for our main event of the evening. Penn turns 31 tomorrow. Sanchez, 27 years old. Little bit of a reach advantage for the Nightmare, the challenger, Diego Sanchez. With the official introductions, here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 elite UFC lightweight warriors have now entered the world's ultimate proving ground for fighters, where tonight only one will leave the champion, as this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Tennessee Athletic Commission, Executive Director Jeff Mullen, Vice Chairman Steve Hanna. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Doug Crosby, Doc Hamilton, and Saul Diamato. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment of truth UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. From the sold-out FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins with 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 154 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the challenger, Diego Nightmare Sanchez! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Wanaku, Hilo, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, the Prodigy, BJ Penn!
right, gentlemen, we've gone over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to have a clean fight. Touch gloves, make it official.
That's like cartoonish.
Yeah, Diego wins the mean face. 1-0 Diego.
But that's real.
Yeah,
You know, unlike a lot of guys, that's real. You're looking at real crazy.
We've seen it since The Ultimate Fighter. BJ Penn, Diego Sanchez, lightweight title on the line. Southpaw Sanchez, red and black trunks. BJ in the white trunks. Diego comes forward.
Freddie Roach just once said that BJ Penn has the best boxing in MMA. And
Diego gets rocked. Penn looking to finish. BJ Penn looking to finish Diego Sanchez.
Diego's hurt bad. He's struggling to his feet, Mike, but he's
out. He got hurt again.
He went for a leg.
He got rocked.
He went out, but he went for a leg at the same time.
Unbelievable. Split second, lights were out. What a start for the champion.
And BJ's on top of him here. Diego's got to recover. He's got to try to pull guard. He's got to do something to get his wits back about him.
Unbelievable that Sanchez survived through that onslaught.
But let me tell you something. You don't want BJ on top of you. Diego gets back to his feet. His balance looks a little off still, though, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to shake those legs out. Get back to where he was at the beginning of the fight. That was nearly over there, Joe.
Right when we were talking about BJ's boxing.
Yep.
You know, people worry about his ground game. They worry about his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but, man, his hands are lethal.
We saw that just thunderous jab utilized over and over again in the Sean Shirk fight.
The other thing about BJ's is very hard to hit. He moves his head back and forth like a snake.
Uppercut
again. But now at least Diego has a hold of him. Now it becomes a question of how much can Diego recover? How badly was he hurt? You know, when you get really rocked like that, sometimes you never recover. I mean, he might forget this round.
Well, we know one thing. The conditioning of Diego Sanchez saved him in the early part of this fight.
Well, his conditioning is outstanding, but when you get really hurt badly like that, sometimes your body just never comes back. Your nervous system is so jarred that sometimes your body just can't recover.
Round one.
He's definitely much, much more tentative right now. And BJ is stalking him.
Well, BJ said, Diego, you don't have to tell me to come and fight. I'm ready to go. Meet you in the center of the octagon, and that's what they did. Head kick. Blocked by BJ.
You hear behind us, you hear Diego Sanchez's family screaming yes.
We never doubted the heart of this fighter, and Diego's shown a lot of it here in round one. BJ's looking for another thunderous right hand.
BJ taking his time here. Look how easily BJ avoids those punches and counters. Diego tries for a takedown there. BJ sprawls out of it. Again, BJ has some of the best takedown defense in the world. I'll never forget when Matt Hughes had his foot all the way up to his chest and still couldn't take him down.
Just over a minute remains in round one. Title fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. One of the best cage fighters in the world, BJ Penn, against the #1 contender at 155, Diego Nightmare Sanchez, one of the original Ultimate Fighter winners. Defeating Kenny Florian at 185 pounds. Kenny with a great performance tonight against Clay Guida.
Both men have fought way above 155. BJ actually fought heavyweight. Fought Lyoto Machida when Lyoto was over 205. He was technically a heavyweight. And lost a close decision.
Third fight at 55, Joe, for Diego Sanchez. Third lightweight title defense for BJ Penn. His only loss at 55 was his first fight at 55. Caught him again.
Whenever Diego charges forward, BJ's catching him with those counters. Huge round for BJ Penn. And here you see the boxing of BJ Penn. Slips that punch, lands one right on the jaw. Diego's knees give out. And Diego's coming forward, which makes the punch even more powerful. You see it again. Ba-boom! Right there. Drops down to a knee, and BJ swarms on him. Credit to Diego's heart and conditioning that he made it through that round.
Then he rocked him again on the ground.
All day long. Did you understand me? This guy ain't got. Or you go first. You get off first. If he comes, you go and meet him in the middle. You let him have it. Okay. All right. You hurt him every time you touch him. Just keep touching him. Okay. All right. The left kid. He's afraid of you, BJ. Hey, pick him up. JD, you watch that left hand. You left that left foot. Okay.
Hey, BJ, he's afraid of you. You can take him out.
Let's kick him down. Kick more, knees more. Angles, my brother.
The Iceman, UFC Hall of Famer, Chuck Liddell.
Diego is being a little bit predictable with his striking here, Mike. He's looking to go in with a 1-2, and if he does, BJ just moves away from it and counters. Now BJ's chasing him.
Looking to load up that right hand again, Joe.
BJ's corner just wants him to look out for the left kick. That's it. And Diego working for a single here.
And try to get this fight down to the ground. He just woke up one morning and said, what's up? On his 28th birthday, he said, what am I doing? God has given me all this pure talent. Why not leave this sport considered the best that ever competed? And BJ Penn has been very dangerous since that day. The George St. Pierre super fight, if you will, a setback, but he's just come back better since then, Joe, and you see it again here tonight.
Diego is just getting outclassed here, Mike. He can't take him down, and on the feet, BJ is several levels above him.
You know, you and I have always said there's a few fighters in this world that truly are separate than the rest of the pack. BJ Penn is one of those guys.
Yeah, when you look at the rest of the lightweight division, you struggle to think of who's the guy that's going to challenge him at 55 in the UFC.
From Memphis, Tennessee, main event of the evening, Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan. BJ Penn rocked Diego Sanchez a couple of times in round one.
Again with that right hand, he's set his sights on Diego's chin.
Diego likes to use the flying knee.
Well, he likes to charge in, he likes to explode, but the problem with that is that BJ's such a good counter fighter. And he moves his head so well. He moves back and then snakes right back in with the punch so well. There, he did it right there.
Yep. Stuffed again. Oh, and he made him pay. That's one thing we've talked about a lot, Joe, is when your opponent tries to take you down, make him pay for every takedown.
And he barely missed that left high kick. And that's what his corner wants him to look out for.
The kick that landed on Clay Guida. The head kick that Clay survived. But Diego needs to try to change the momentum here if he can. 90 seconds left in round 2.
A rare kick by BJ Penn. You don't see those too many times.
Diego's looking to earn his first bit of attention from BJ Penn. Because BJ Penn certainly has the attention of Diego Sanchez.
Counter left by BJ.
Right hand.
To BJ's credit, he's being very patient here. Taking his time, looking for openings, not trying to force anything, not getting overly anxious and exposing himself.
5-round fight. 40 seconds left in round 2. Diego. BJ. Going for the leg again is Sanchez. Final 10 seconds of round 2.
Diego having no success trying to take BJ down. And BJ walks back, not even breathing heavy. And that is a credit to the strength and conditioning program that he's labored under.
You go get him out of here.
Yeah, take him out already, BJ.
You go get off on first, all right? Have a little water. Breathe. Let's recover. Let's open those lungs up. Open the lungs up. Hey, this guy does not belong in here.
And there's a straight right and a left, and Diego just trying to stay away. And here Diego, with a rare moment of success, lands an uppercut to the face of BJ Penn, but did not follow up on it.
You gotta work. You gotta work.
Let's finish, let's take it down. Let's finish, let's take it down. You got this. You got this.
Sanchez won his first 19 professional fights. Penn and Couture, the only 2 men in UFC history to hold belts in 2 different weight divisions. Former welterweight champion, present lightweight champion Penn. Couture's been the light heavyweight and the heavyweight champion. The UFC Hall of Famer. There's that head kick again,
Diego
Joe.
is trying to open up. I think he threw that one to the body, but that left kick is a very powerful weapon that Diego uses. You got hit with a left hook there, Mike. He's trying to open up in this round. His corner was imploring him in between rounds. He's got to do something.
Well, he's a gamer, and after that very difficult start to the fight, Sanchez certainly continues to try to push forward and turn the momentum here. But so far, Joe, BJ Penn's had an answer to everything. And Sanchez has not been able to take him down.
His corner's yelling to take BJ down, but that is easier said than done. That's an incredible task.
Unbelievable takedown defense.
His balance is just amazing.
In the process, he's eating
shots. Yeah. I mean, they're thinking that he's putting pressure on BJ, but BJ's so relaxed here. He's so ahead in this fight, and he's so confident right now.
And Penn was very, very complimentary of Diego Sanchez and said he's good in all areas. His greatest strength is his tenacity. He gave Diego a lot of credit.
But what he said about Diego that rings true is, has Diego ever fought a champion? And just rocked him with a left hook there.
A little over 2.5 minutes away from the championship rounds, which would be the first time, if it goes there, Sanchez has ever gone to the 4th round, this being his first ever UFC title fight. Tried to set up that kick again.
Yeah, and that is a good weapon for him. Again, he's got to hold that single.
All over that left leg.
Saulo Ribeiro is urging him to switch for the double.
Well, the single has proved to be ineffective thus far.
Well, the only time anybody's ever taken BJ down is when he's tired, or GSP is just a master at mixing the strikes and the takedowns, and GSP has just an incredibly explosive double.
Elbow. Penn closing the distance, caught with a left. BJ's turning up the pace here.
Noticeably picked up the pace. Well, his corner was telling him to get this guy out of here. He doesn't belong in there with you. He's not in your league.
Swing and a miss by Sanchez. Knee by BJ Penn. Just over a minute remains in the 3rd round. His only loss as a lightweight was in 2002, when he lost a split decision to Little Evil, Jens Pulver. Good right hand again by the champion.
Diego just will not stop trying, but he's not getting anywhere with this. And more importantly, BJ is not slowing down at all from this. Look at him. I mean, he's not even breathing heavy.
That's the difference. Modern day BJ Penn. Marv Marinovich, former AFL football player, of course, father of former USC and Raiders quarterback Todd Marinovich.
Work, come on.
He had unique training when he first brought it to the NFL level, and he's definitely worked his training system into MMA. Quick hands again by the prodigy. Headed to the championship rounds here in Memphis.
This is just a clinic. It's a BJ Penn clinic.
Looking good that round. Breathe, BJ. Breathe. You're getting all the big shots.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll just keep touching him. Don't worry about banging him hard. Just keep touching him. You'll be breaking him down. All right? You get you against the fence. See if you can turn him to the fence. Maybe scoop him on his ass. All right? Get him on the ground and buck him up a little bit. All right? You feel good? You're looking really good, bro. I like to make that rhythm. Stay behind those shoulders. Try going at him. All right?
Okay. Breathe, BJ. You're looking good.
BJ's got to be careful here, Mike, that he doesn't get frustrated by the fact that he's not able to take Diego out.
If you put against the cage, man, warm him up. Now's the time.
BJ Penn has never been knocked out. He's been cut once.
Don't let this start.
Saulo Ribeiro is telling him he's got to take him down, but I don't think he can.
Penn has a habit of making exceptional athletes look ordinary.
And he is very focused right here.
He did it to Shirk, he did it to Florian, and so far, he's doing it to Sanchez.
After a while, it's going to become a question of how many of these shots can Diego Sanchez take.
BJ's really starting to read the kicks, Joe.
His eyes are starting to swell up. His face is a mess.
Penn just missed with the uppercut. 4th round.
And BJ is moving in the 4th round just as well as he was moving in the 1st. He's not showing any fatigue. And granted, this hasn't exactly been a torrid pace.
Well, it is now Diego Sanchez's responsibility to try to take this fight.
Yeah, he's only surviving at this point, Mike. And surviving by his will and his chin.
Yep. Or the belt will leave the octagon the same way it arrived, and that's around the waist of BJ Penn.
Oh, big right hand and a left by BJ.
3.5 left in the 4th.
Again, BJ's got to look out for that one weapon. That left kick is very
Here,
powerful.
Saulo Ribeiro, you got to, sorry, Joe, you got to force the fight. You got to force the fight. He just reads everything.
Oh, good right hand off the fence by BJ. And Diego moves away.
The Flying Hawaiian, our good friend Shane Victorino, here to watch his buddy BJ Penn tonight. World Series champion, Gold Glove, center field. Sanchez absolutely rocked on more than one occasion in round 1.
BJ's chasing him, but Diego is avoiding the really big shots right now.
Well, Joe, you said BJ, there's no reason for BJ to all of a sudden get frustrated and anxious because he's controlling this fight.
He is, but he's doing it in such a dominant way that he's got to, you got to be careful about him getting frustrated, the fact that he can't take him out of there. I mean, he's hitting him, he's battering him, he's not taking much damage at all. He's barely taking any impacts.
And the message in the corner of Penn was one, let's finish this guy. He doesn't deserve to be in here in between the rounds earlier. And last round, it was kind of like, let's touch him, let's keep it going. A little less definitive, but yet still, it's been all the prodigy.
With Diego trying so hard to take him down to no avail.
.90 seconds left in the 4th.
This is one of those fights where in this round you start thinking, who the hell is this guy going to fight next?
No, it's unbelievable. Gray Maynard, Tyson Griffin, amongst those who are trying to get in line at 55, amongst those. But he's starting to separate himself from the masses.
Yeah, they're all really tough and talented guys, but, who are you excited to see?
Florian would love to have another shot at it. Frankie Edgar.
Maybe we need to steal Aoki from Japan.
.30 seconds left in the 4th.
The kind of guy that's going to be able to compete with BJ is going to be a guy who's a serious striker and who can avoid the takedowns and who can defend himself on the ground.
George St. Pierre. But St. Pierre's so much bigger, Joe,
Yes,
and that was the key to that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Diego really is the right size for BJ. He just can't match up to him skill-wise. George St. Pierre is much bigger. Quite honestly, BJ Penn could fight at 145 pounds if he chose to. There's a right hand on the jawline and another one. First one to the eye, the right hand, and then a left to the jaw.
You're going to win it however you want, okay? You're going to win it however you want it.
BJ, breathe.
One thing I want you to think about, when you got to get your fence, you try to come up with that elbow on you.
I just want to back of the head.
Don't let him catch you with that chicken shit. We got this fight won. You win now, you want to win it. All right? You can win on the cards, or you can get him out of here.
I just want to back of the head, BJ.
Deep breath, Diego. Gotta take him down. You gotta take him down. You gotta explode. You gotta be vicious, and you gotta take him down. Set it up. Set it up. Set it up.
He's got a bad cut on his lower lip, Mike.
Set it up. Set up your trigger. You gotta work, baby. You gotta work. Set up your trigger.
It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You want this?
Since April of 2005, when he won the Ultimate Fighter, it's been fun to watch Diego. But tonight, he may just not be in the same galaxy as Baby J.
Maybe not even in the same dimension.
The MMA elite putting on a show tonight.
What you're seeing here, Mike, is talent and the fruits of labor. And BJ Penn finally, in his career, has brought the two of them together.
Well, it's like we said earlier, hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. But when talent decides to work hard, you get BJ Penn.
Yeah, that's a scary man.
Diego's definitely looking to push forward here.
Not giving up, you know.
No, you know, there's no give up in Diego Sanchez, right?
Incredible heart. And he's trying, and he's driving BJ to the cage. But look, BJ, calm as glass. Easily avoids a takedown. Now he's got the Muay Thai plum. Diego's got to look out for knees now, because if BJ can get those forearms in between him, Diego drops down again. And he hits that switch. Same thing he did in the early rounds. Hits that switch against the cage. Diego knows it's coming. He's trying to hold on to that leg for dear life. And look for BJ to try it again. Diego drops down. That's one way to get it to the ground. But look at the sprawl of BJ.
I mean, you also are taking a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt down. Sort of.
I mean, he did whatever he could. He tried to just drag him into this guard, but, you know, BJ's not having it.
Just over 3 minutes away from defending his title. A day shy of his 31st birthday. Think about how long you and I, Joe, have been watching BJ Penn fight.
Oh, BJ with a kick.
In the prime of his career.
He hit him with some big punches there too, Mike. He's trying to finish this fight.
No question. Those were the best connections since round one.
And again, BJ's just out-grappling him as well as out-striking him.
Oh, he's just pouring blood now, Joe.
I mean, he's really toying with him. Yep. And now he's turning it on.
Yep. Diego's
a mess.
muddied up. And Herb Dean's going to check the cut.
Wow.
Baby J.
Wow. That is a gigantic cut over his eye. That's it.
It is all over!
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the greatest lightweight in the history of the sport.
Baby J defends! Shaking the hand of his opponent, the Nightmare, Diego Sanchez. That's one tough kid.
He's as tough as nails. This would be a man. Look at the size of that cut. Wow.
That's a crazy Hawaiian right there.
That's a warrior right there, ladies and gentlemen.
He defines scrapper.
And here we see the end
BJ with a high kick that opened up the cut.
Yep, right away.
And then just swarmed on him.
Joe, let's go all the way back to round 1 when he really rocked him. Ducked under, right hand. Looked like he might end the fight in round 1. And the Hilo Kid wins for the 11th time inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the doctor's advice, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 37 seconds of the 5th round, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, the prodigy, BJ Penn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the champion, BJ, in a fight that a lot of people thought was going to be one of your toughest fights. You put on the most dominant performance of your championship career. Your hard work has paid off. Tell us how you feel right now.
I was keeping my mouth shut, but I always wanted to fight Diego Sanchez.
Diego Sanchez is such a ferocious competitor. Did you want to fight him because you knew that would bring out the best in you?
I knew he wanted to fight me, even though he didn't say it. I knew for years he wanted to fight me. I want to thank Dana White, the Fertitta brothers, the fans. I want to thank Hawaii. I love you. Everybody, I want to thank Joe Rogan.
It was a pleasure watching you perform. The greatest lightweight champion in the history of the sport, ladies and gentlemen, BJ Penn.
Joe will work his way over to Diego Sanchez to visit with the Nightmare. All kinds of respect, and justifiably so. Both of those young men define this sport.
Diego, you showed tremendous heart here tonight. I know that you worked your whole life for this moment. You were obviously disappointed in your performance tonight. Give us your thoughts on what happened.
You know what, man? This happens, man. And, you know, BJ's a great champion. He came in at the best BJ ever stepped in the ring. I did my best. He came out on top. I'll be back.
You will be back, and we look forward to seeing you again. Rest up, my friend. Heal up. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a hand for the challenger, Diego Sanchez, the heart of a lion.
He truly represents the UFC with all kinds of class, all kinds of determination. But tonight is another night that belongs to the Prodigy.